All right, guys, and we are back. Welcome to PlayBook, the guide to life and everything else, where we bring you weekly content on how to empower, influence, encourage our listeners and viewers on reaching any set goals and look at life like a playbook. And you need to win. Guys, this is PlayBook. And like always, I am welcomed by my co-host. To my left, I have Mr. Bamboo.
Mr. Bamboo, here to your left.
To his left, Mr. Looney Loon.
What's going on, everybody? Hope
Not
everyone
too bad,
had
not too bad.
great last week.
Absolutely.
We had a great last week as a brand, right? We had some good stuff happening to us.
We want to thank everyone, the millions of people who heard our podcast. We want to thank you, the millions.
That's the mindset to have.
Millions
That's the mindset.
So thank you. This is for you guys. So definitely thank you for our followers on Instagram, our subscribers on YouTube. Keep it up, keep it going. We have some great stuff coming up for you guys, and that's it, man. I mean,
guys, we're getting official. Check this out. Look how serious we're taking this, guys.
Right?
Look,
Right?
we're printing stuff out. This ain't a game. This ain't just a hobby. We're here to change lives. Damn it.
You know what I like about this episode though? It's our second episode.
It's our second episode. And thanks. Hold on. Let's give a quick little shout out. Keep people up. Wellington, thank you for these hats, man. Thank you.
No, definitely.
Sure.
I wanna
show the camera.
give
Right
a quick shout out to
there we go.
give a quick shout out to my boy at Abreu Customs for coming through.
Abreu Customs.
Abreu
How you spell
Customs
that?
came through. ABREU and then Customs.
Okay, Customs. All right.
For blessing us with some nice gear.
Awesome.
Nice.
And
Thank you
keep
for that.
tuned because there will be some giveaways on our social media platforms for some gear. So
Yes. So that way you guys can wear a hat too.
Right?
Awesome, man. It's been a great week, like we were saying. Sports, man. I'm a big sports guy, and I'm super excited. I'm a Patriot
You want to
fan.
mute our mics?
Mute your mics?
All right.
Mute our mics?
Yeah, nah,
Mute our mics?
But
Talk to the audience. I heard the Patriots won.
the Patriots are going to the
you
Super
heard?
Bowl.
I heard.
Oh man, you missed the whole game.
No,
I
you
heard.
You didn't. The fireworks didn't like give you a sign of something was happening outside.
I live in a multi-family home. The second floor people were going nuts.
Nuts,
So
yeah.
I figured the game was pretty lit.
It was insane.
You
It
could
was
tell.
good.
You could tell they were a Patriots fan.
Yeah, but the fact that it's going to be our third straight Super Bowl, so that's exciting. And
Let's have
also,
6 rings.
it's like number 9, I think, in 18 years or something like that. This is crazy.
You can't doubt greatness, and that's what I like about Tom Brady, man. He always brings it up.
Oh no!
Shout out to my boy Tom Brady.
In my personal opinion, I honestly think he's the greatest, man. I think he's a GOAT.
He is the
Yeah,
GOAT.
I'm
Make that
certain,
goat
man.
sound. How does it?
The goat sound. I gotta. Super excited, man. And today we have a really great topic, guys. That we're gonna get into. But let's see. How was your weekend, man? How was your week?
Dude, I had a good weekend. Yeah. Man, the cold, dude. I do not enjoy when it's too cold like it was yesterday. Oh man.
I know
don't like it at all.
people probably in the studios is very comfy and everything like that. But
it's cold in here.
outside, I felt like playing. What was it? It's Mortal Kombat. Freeze. Sub-Zero. Oh my
yes.
goodness. It was it's pretty cold, man. So good weekend, man. Lou,
was, man.
talk to me. How was your weekend?
It was good, man. Everything's solid. Shout out to Boo Boo boxing out of our boxing
Yes,
gym.
congrats to Boo Boo winning a great fight. I saw bits and pieces of it, Boo Boo. I'm sorry, but it looked amazing.
I missed it completely.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
man, it was
I watched the
awesome.
game, but I missed the fight. I'm sorry.
It was
But
good stuff,
I
Boo Boo.
didn't.
That guy, I feel like he just didn't stand a chance against Boo Boo, man. It kind of he really didn't, man. Boo Boo was just doing his thing on him.
I love Boo Boo's entrance.
Oh yeah,
Boo Boo. Amazing
man.
entrance, man.
As usual, man.
I
As
saw the whole ski mask and stuff. I was like, this guy means business.
Yeah, man, repping that
I
Providence.
mean, he was just whipping some
it.
ass
Yeah, he
in
was.
that ring,
And then the
man.
next day, it was a boxing packed weekend, man. Then he had Pacquiao and Adrian Broner. Broner has some delusional confidence.
Yeah.
He in the ring, he talked about he was winning the fight, and he wasn't. Like, it wasn't.
Oh, yeah, no.
He
and
landed some
it's-
good punches, but it's a boxing match. You're gonna land a
He
punch
said
eventually.
he was doing this for the hood.
Yeah,
He
for
can't
the
come to
hood.
my hood. I mean,
Right,
Are you-
man. I mean, I don't want to disrespect him because he is a great boxer. He's
No, he
playing
is.
Pacquiao. He's
He
playing
is. He
Pacquiao.
is.
Yeah, but I do want to
I
say
know what you're talking
you got
about
beat
now.
up, man.
Gotcha.
You got beat up. That's pretty much what
I
it
feel like he's
is.
copying like Floyd.
He is. He always had that style.
Always the same. Yeah, the same
You know?
style.
And it's
same
now-
style. He's
He has
bougie and
has kind of a brand about. It's called
Yeah.
About Billions or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
About billions.
About billions and
I don't know
stuff,
if he's trying to be
so-
his double or something, but he's always
I don't
acting like
know, I
him,
don't know.
talking.
Not with that boxing record.
He lost
so-
what, like the last three? His last three fights?
Yeah, it's
I think so.
Dude,
in a
what are you
row.
doing?
It's,
What are you
it's
doing?
pretty
What are you
pretty
doing?
I don't
bad.
know. There's something
He's just
in
something
my
stuck in
finger.
his
What-
hands.
what's
I don't know. Is
finger?
it a splinter? I think I got a splinter.
Yo,
Just
you know
working
what?
out. He was cutting lumber
While
to
you
warm
work
the
on
house.
that, hey, let me share this with you guys. I've been feeling lucky though. In the past 2 days, guess what?
What?
On
I
Monday,
left $5 in your.
no, you
card
didn't
the
leave,
other
bro.
day.
You didn't leave $5. All right,
Yes.
trying to be slick over here. Found $5 going to the gas station.
Nice.
Yeah, there was a guy in front of me. I was like, okay, if you
A
didn't see
full
it,
five? Like a bill?
no, a $5 bill. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
not
yeah,
once.
yeah.
Okay,
No, not
good.
once, not once. That was going to the gas station. Okay, all right. And then this morning going to the bank, another $5.
Damn.
They just keep it coming. Yeah,
shit, see
I
what
know,
I
right?
mean?
Man, some
Feeling
days,
good,
man,
feeling good. They
some
found
days
out.
are better
Lucky
than
mother.
Right.
You know what I mean? Jeez.
If it was 100 though, oh man, I think I would have just flew my way to the ground. This one I actually I slowly bend over, to pick it up. Yeah.
Wow, nice.
yeah.
Nice. All right, man. Let's get into some substance here.
Let's do it.
Let's get into what the people want, man. Today's topic it's an interesting topic. It's a topic that we all kind of experience, right?
Yeah, we all.
Yes.
And our listeners and I know our viewers as well have had this kind of like, I want to say maybe like an epiphany moment, like, you know what I mean, like of doing something. So so today's episode,
Let it out.
it's the importance of taking action,
The
right?
importance of taking
So
action.
pretty much at what point do you say, I need to do something and I need to do it now?
As soon as
So
possible.
as soon as ASAP.
As soon as
So
soon.
It is for some, but not for most though.
awesome. So let's go ahead and develop the topic. Who wants to start off? I'll be second. I'll
I'll
let
be
one
third.
I'll let Carlos go ahead, man. Let's have
Man,
Mr.
wow.
Bam Boom come
Wow.
into the topic.
This is a setup. This is
You
a
know?
setup. You could.
Set him
Is this scripted or something?
I wish it was. This is
Page
live.
two, page two.
Wow.
Page
He's
two.
like, oh, let's let him go first. No. But you know what? I have a lot. I honestly have a lot to say when it comes to that. Generally speaking, I feel like a lot of people usually, also including myself, I'm not going to be a hypocrite, is the fact that sometimes we take a long time to do something. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And in our head, sometimes you have to be perfect. We need to plan and everything have to be in order and organized. But you know what? When you know that that's how you are and you want to get out of that, the best way to do it is, dude, just do it.
Got it.
Just
No,
do
no,
it.
no.
You know what I mean? Just do
It's-
it. For me, I had an experience, just so you guys know.
Go ahead.
Going into the topic where I was on my way to work. I always wanted something more. I wanted something more. I was on my way to work and I heard this guy, Thin Marrow, who is a real estate investor. He owns a company.
Wasn't it Thin Marrow?
Thin Marrow, yeah. Thin Marrow.
Okay.
Thin Marrow. The company is called Fortune Builders. Overall, to make the long story short, I didn't have the money to actually pay
Okay.
for the whole weekend because they had a 3-week event. It was
Okay.
like $300. I was behind on my rent. I still needed like $500 to pay my rent.
Okay.
And I again wanted to go to this event. I had to get another $300. And I was like, you know what? I don't have the money. I'm gonna keep asking people. I'm gonna start asking people.
There you go.
And I just started asking people. I called a few friends, and out of everybody that I know, this guy that I didn't really knew very well, he's the one that gave me the money. I said, hey, I'm going to pay you back, but this I need right now. So I did that. I went to the event. At the end of the event, I started getting to know a lot of people. Now, in order for you to be part of Fortune Builders, which is a great investing company in terms of, real estate education, you needed $30,000. That was the maximum amount of money that you had to come up with.
So hold on, you needed $30,000 for the whole thing. How much? And you needed $300 to get there.
To get there, yeah, to get to the 3-weekend
what-
event.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people listening would love to take that approach. What did you say when you were calling these people? Like, did you have a script down? Or
I didn't have a
you-
script. All I said was, hey, there's a big opportunity in front of me in terms of my real estate education, and right now I don't have the money to actually go. Would you please lend me the $300 and I'll pay you back once I get the money.
Nice.
And I give him a date. I give him a
Yeah.
date. Hey, I will pay you your money back by this date. But I need this right now. And The closest people to me said no. The closest people to me said no.
That happens often.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people that know you are the kind of people that will always say, you're not going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
continue, please go ahead, because
Yo,
that's interesting.
So you know what? And I didn't think he was gonna do it. He was like, yeah, I have it. I was like, wow. Like my eyes got a little bit watered because I was like, you know what? This is a new opportunity for me. I don't know if this is actually gonna work out. Guess what? I went to the event. I went to the event. At the end of the event, there's always a catch. You know, there's always a catch, and I was cool with that. The catch was if you wanted to be part of the Mastery Real Estate program that they were offering, you had to come up with $30,000.
Holy shit.
$30,000 you had to come up with.
Okay.
I didn't have $30,000. I barely had 300.
Yeah.
And I mean, that for me was a little bit frustrating.
Okay. Yeah.
But I believed that I could do it. You know.
Good shit.
So that year, I didn't finance the program because I didn't have the money. I didn't have the credit. I didn't have a mom or dad who was wealthy that could say, hey, son, let me write you a check, do whatever you want. You know, it wasn't like that. I said, you know what? I'm going to come back again next year to the same 3-weekend event. And I did just that.
Nice.
That next year, I reunited with a friend of mine who actually bought the program for $30,000. His name is Ramon Betances.
Okay.
He bought the program. This kid didn't know anything about real estate. I had a little bit of experience because I already had read a few books. He took me in. He said, you know what? Let's talk about it. Let's become partners. And that's how I did it.
Wow.
I did not give up. I was like, anybody could have been like, you know what? I didn't get it this year. Maybe next year I won't get it either. I went a second time around. And sometimes I feel like it's like that for a lot of people. Sometimes, you know, you give yourself the first opportunity. If it didn't work out, try the second. Even if you don't get to the third, just give yourself the chance to go to the second opportunity, you know. And that's how I did it, man. Took action, called those people, reunited with Ramon, do you know what I mean? He took me in, and after that, we just, you know, we became business partners.
That's great.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's insane.
I mean,
Insane.
and you know, to your point, I mean, that's exactly what happens. Like a lot of people, sometimes your closest people, sometimes say no to you, and that's okay. That's fine. You know what I mean? Because sometimes the closest people are your biggest critics, right? And hopefully they become your biggest supporters. But at first, because they know you, right? They have that, well, I know you're not going to be able to do that.
And
I
it's like,
just know you're not, right?
Yeah, it's like you have to do more in their eyes for you to prove yourself
and
to them.
And that's important because the way that you went about it, your action plan was like, I don't have the funds. But I know people that might have the funds, and I'm going to leverage those people to get what I need to see myself in a better position.
Yeah.
That's something that...
And you know what the crazy thing is, though? I didn't mention my return on investment on my education.
What
right?
was it? Go ahead.
So, again, I needed $30,000 in order for me to be, you know, a mastery student to be part of the program. I used what I learned on those 3 weekdays. It was a whole weekend. I used what I've learned, and I started working with an investor in Rhode Island, in Providence. And in 2 weeks, it took me 6 months, right? But in 2 weeks, I made $10,000.
Oh, my goodness.
I made $10,000 in 2 weeks.
This guy makes a lot of money, people.
No, I wish. We're trying to get there. We're trying to get there.
He just threw that.
So I went from $300 to making $10,000, and you know, participating with Ramon as a business partner with Fortune Building. That's crazy.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
That's
that was
good stuff,
one experience that I have in my life that have changed a lot for sure.
So that's important, right?
It
so
is.
It's all about maybe taking a risk. It could be just the fact that, you know what, you just have that inside you that I need to do something, right? So it's important for me to take action, right? I cannot just stand here and let's say the world go by, right? Or let's just say that I'm just here and I have this great idea, and we touched on it last week. We talked about the fact that unfortunately some of the greatest ideas are in the cemetery, right? Because people do not express, or people don't have that sense of urgency to kind of develop what they want within themselves, right? So it's important for you guys to take action. It's important for you guys to be surrounded by good people and be surrounded by people that are going to support you, right? But it all comes from you. Yeah. You have to decide that. You decided you was going to make phone calls. No one did it for you.
Nobody did it for me.
You did that for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's great. And
I had to. And it was uncomfortable too, though. That's
I
another
believe
thing.
it. Oh, of course it is.
It was very uncomfortable.
It's always uncomfortable.
You know, calling somebody that you haven't talked to in, like, let's say a year, and you just call them, hey, do you have $300 that I can borrow?
Right.
I'm going to
exactly.
pay you You know
Who's
what I
this
mean?
calling me? Who the fuck is this?
Right?
Right?
That,
Like,
that's
the fuck?
uncomfortable. That's uncomfortable.
You know,
I mean, it
man.
wasn't comfortable for me, but I made it. I learned. I went through that. You know, I learned a lot from it. Absolutely. Looney.
Good shit. Good shit. Lou, you want to go ahead?
I'm third.
Oh, you're third. I'm second. Well,
Oh,
man.
Wait a second.
Oh, he's an asshole.
Another setup.
You claim two.
Another set.
That's like calling middle hopping in a car.
Gucci.
I got middle.
Friends. You know you're an asshole. But I have a lot of stories, right? You guys
I'm
know
loving this
that
hat, bro.
that
I'm loving
he's
this hat.
fascinated by the
Ooh,
hat.
I
so
love this color,
I
man.
keep telling you guys, be on the
Telling you.
lookout. We're gonna get you guys some gear, man. I have many things I could discuss about, but I'm gonna talk about maybe the first one that ever really got me into thinking entrepreneurship, which was
okay.
it was about early 2013.
Okay.
So prior to my son being born.
What happened then?
Armani. This is gonna sound crazy, but it's a podcast. Ready?
Let it sound crazy.
So,
Who cares? We're all crazy.
This was like when that phase just started, right? Everybody was hookah everything. Everybody was hookah this, hookah that. I remember that my first apartment that I went into living with my wife, we actually got a 2-bedroom apartment just because we wanted a hookah room. Oh
Wow.
my goodness, right? So I went out and I spent all this kind of money on a nice hookah because that was in.
So wait a second. So one room was gonna be just for hookah?
Yeah, that
Okay.
was our plan. It was gonna be like this nice, very
Also,
Arabic
like,
feel.
In that 2-bedroom apartment. One
Yes,
of them?
one room was like.
It looks to me like The Pursuit of Happiness when he has all those bone density scanners when they move into the
Yeah,
apartment.
Yes.
You see that?
yeah,
So-
wow.
So yours were hookah.
Yeah.
It was just one nice
That's cool.
hookah.
Let's think about
It's so
it.
funny because my wife did it. It was just like there was like the door. We took the door out. It had like these nice little like see-through curtains.
Okay.
And you walked into this space. There was a round table, and there was like a lot of rugs and a lot of pillows on the floor. Very Arabic, like very like let's sit down
Yeah.
and smoke hookah. But I started seeing something, right? Because sometimes you see something, and sometimes it's right in your face. Sometimes something that, hey, you know what? I kind of like that, but an idea, and sometimes you just don't know how to put it correctly in your head. So throughout that year, I was just always thinking about hookah. Wow, this is really starting to kick off. Every house party I went to, the clubs here started offering it. I was like, wow, this is really, really nice. Fast forward to my son's baby shower. This is gonna sound horrible, but trust me, it gets better.
Armani, right?
Armani's
Armani.
baby shower, right?
Armani's baby shower, yeah.
So I went to a local club that was nice enough to kind of let me use his space for my baby shower, and we were there. And the event was beautiful, was nice, until I had some cousins come over to the event, and they was like, hey, listen, I've been to this club before. Do they have the hookahs available? I said, oh my goodness, I do not know, but it's a baby shower. My wife, the
Wow.
smoking, I don't really want to involve that. But I talked to the owner. I said, listen, some of the guests that I have want to smoke hookah. He's like, sure, Flo. What we could do is I could set some tables down in the basement, and they could go down and smoke some hookah. In matter of 20 minutes, the whole party transferred from the first floor to the basement.
No way, really?
Everybody wanted to smoke hookah. I instantly knew there's something here.
Yep.
There's something here. How do we go from this nice event to this event of just drinking and smoking hookah? And I will never forget, I had one of my good friends come over. His name is Demetrius. We call him Demi. He's a local business owner here in the Providence, Rhode Island area. And he came to the baby shower as a guest. And I was talking to him about this hookah thing. He's never tried it. He's seen it, but he never tried it until that day. So I tell him, I'm like, listen, this is a business here. Because once again, you have to know who you tell your ideas to.
Yeah, we said a lot. Yeah.
I spoke to a business owner. I didn't speak with my sister. I didn't speak with someone that's at my level, we could say. I'm talking to someone that has a business,
Has money to invest.
but also has maybe the visionary eyes, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward a couple days later, he calls me. He's like, listen, what are you doing? I said, I'm home. Just waiting for the baby to pop.
Mm-hmm.
Come over. So I'm over. So I go to his business. And he's like, listen, this spot down the plaza here just opened up. I know you was talking about this hookah thing. You think we could do it?
Wow.
So let me tell you that. Let me just tell you something right at that particular moment. When someone that's outside of your family, friends, my friend, but it's just like, one of those people that you just know,
Mm-hmm.
calls you into his office to talk about your idea, you need to understand that's an epiphany moment.
Yeah.
That moment, I always remember that moment because I was sitting down and I said, wait a minute, what we were talking about a couple of days ago? Yeah. He tells me, this, he's like, let's check that place out. Maybe we could work something out.
Wow.
You know?
That's crazy.
So I went down the plaza. We looked at the spot. He says, do you think we could do it?
Just like that. He just answered the question just like
He answered me a question. He said, do you think we could turn this into a hookah business? And I looked at him. I said, I believe we can. Mind you, I have no idea where to begin. But I have one thing, the willness to drive. I want to take action. He has, 3 days ago, he didn't even know how to smoke a hookah.
Yeah.
And he's willing to invest in me as an individual because of my idea. I went home that day. I spoke with my wife. I said, this business opportunity came up and we want to do it like this. She gave me the green flag. She said, go right ahead.
High five to Sully. Sully, high five.
She gave me
support.
She gave me the green flag. She said, make it happen. For the next week and a half, I almost learned Arabic.
That's how deep.
That's how much information I had to get.
Yeah.
Kind of to your point that you had to reach out to people without really knowing. I went to local businesses that sold hookah, which were 90% Arabics, right? That offered the hookah at that particular time.
They all control everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, back then.
So I had to talk to these guys, and mind you, they don't know who I am.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, okay, who is this kid asking me where do I buy tobacco from? How can I get your plugs and stuff like that? People told me no. Even owners that I went to talk to told me that they weren't the owners for me not to even talk to them.
Wow. And you know what? Some people do that, though.
All the time.
Because they see what's coming, and they don't want to get too involved because they think that eventually you might take their business.
Exactly.
Yep.
And I had to study the market. I had to learn from that business, right? I was taking immediate action and knowing that I have to reach out to these companies directly. I had to reach out to whoever makes everything because I wanted to provide not just service, but I wanted exceptional service because I knew one thing. My people, meaning Dominicans, Hispanics, were consuming a product not from ours. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you see where I'm going with this? Like, my people were consuming a product from another different
a different
someone
culture,
else, a different culture,
a different culture
right?
that created it. They saw a vision behind this
and
product.
they brung it in and they dominated. But wait a minute, actually, my people are the ones that are giving you the wealth.
Yeah.
That at that particular point,
niche,
I said, you know what, let's do it, and I went everywhere. And people that know me, they know I started going everywhere, and we build that brand, we build that business into at one particular point.
What was the name of the business you guys gave to it at the time?
At the time, it was called Hookah Boutique, and it's actually still Hookah Boutique.
Still the same name?
To this day.
Hookah
right?
Boutique.
So, and we built that brand, and that brand got to a point that it was just, I mean, anywhere you went in Providence,
it would have never been possible if it wasn't because you took action.
Yeah, but then I also had someone that had that vision with me.
Yes,
and I give a lot of credit to them, right?
That's
I give a lot of credit to him because he believed in me. So that's what I mean when I tell people, you have to make sure that when you give your ideas, you have to find dream chasers.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. 100%. You have to find people that are willing to do it with you, and that right there is a perfect example of just taking action, just simply seeing something in front of you, not knowing if it was going to work out.
Yeah.
But guess what? I knew something. I knew, you know what? Somebody's buying this product. Why not buy it from me?
Yeah, and there's a lot of people out there who have so many different dreams, and again, don't worry about you now becoming super rich or super wealthy overnight because it's not going to happen. But you have to start one step at a time. Even though you're going to face some failures along the way.
Don't chase the money.
Yeah.
Have the passion.
Yeah.
Money will chase you then.
I agree 100%.
Right?
I agree 100%.
Talk to me. What you got?
Let's do it, guys. Well, very inspirational stories from both of you guys.
Right.
Very, very motivating.
Try.
You know what I mean? It just gives people a real life example as to anything's possible if you just take action, man. Now, for me, what it was is that I just couldn't stand that 9 to 5 lifestyle. I couldn't stand the idea of it. It's not bad, and I don't want to knock anyone, because if you love what you're doing, you're not working. You know what I mean? So if you love what you're doing and it just happens to be scheduled like a 9 to 5, but you love it, then you found your place in the world. So with that being said, Wellington, no phones. We discussed this. Wellington, we discussed no phones while being recorded on the podcast.
That's
very rude.
I'm answering people's Instagram.
None of us were on their phones when you were speaking about the hookah and the babies and the stuff.
Listen, mother, and I fuck.
Let them know.
So, anyways, now that we're all, giving each other our undivided attention, I was sick of that world. So I always had things going for me growing up. So I started cutting hair when I was about 12 years old, just lying to people, talking about, I can do it. And just
so that's how you
line up after line up,
people
just
are like a
baldy
fucking
after
free,
baldy.
right?
I was taking action, damn it. I was messing up lineups left and right.
No refunds, huh?
But no refunds is, hey, man, I'll do it for you, you know what I'm saying? Because you're in the neighborhood,
you were
you play on
just
my
stealing
football
people's
team.
money, man.
And then you became a boxer after that. Everybody was like, fuck this.
Then I started that when I was like 12, 13, 14. By the time I was like 14 years old, I had already messed up
a career line at
everything.
people. Yeah,
I had messed up, but I got super good at it because my mind state was growing up. Just do it. You'll learn. You'll get better as you go along. I'm not gonna sit here and try to just get perfect on a dummy. You know what I mean? A dummy being like my best friend growing up who let me cut him up. But what I'm saying is that I'm just gonna continue doing it until I get nice at it. You make corrections as you go. So I always had that growing up. So I had that, and it got to the point, where I got my first job, and it was cool. I liked it, but it wasn't for me. So real estate pops up in my life. I bought my first house when I was 19, and I was like, okay, I saw the process of everything. I was like, okay, this seems cool. Like, I was interested. I had a dream of owning a house. I met this realtor, Braulio Diaz, shout outs to him, and he helped me, get everything, all my paperwork right. He helped me get everything lined up.
19 years old?
19 years old, man.
Wow.
And I bought.
Dude, what was that?
He sold a lot of drugs.
No, he did not. You bet this is going online. I did never sell no drugs. I am a realtor today. Damn it. I take my job serious. www.lewismonroy.com.
Wow.
I take this very serious. And but that was another
passion right here, man. I like it.
So I really enjoy that. So I started taking action, as in asking people questions about what they do.
What were some of the questions that you would ask?
Some of the questions were, what's your normal day like? For example, Braulio, he allowed me to, spend some time with him as he worked, and I was able to really absorb, okay, this is the life of a realtor. And I fell in love with it. I was like, wow, I can do this. Because,
what's your take about this? Because I heard this before. You don't get into real estate. Real estate get into you.
That sounds weird. That's what I think. Real estate is big, man. That gets into me. I don't know. But anyways, I mean, what it was for me personally, because I can't speak for everyone else, but for me, it was, I looked at every career option that I thought was interesting. Every single one.
Name a few.
Bro, I mean, from selling cell phone cases, cutting hair, to being a personal trainer at some point. And I tried all of them. I dove into all of them. I took classes on all these things, and they weren't sticking with me. Once I found real estate, this was the only thing that I could look up night and day and not get tired of it. I still look it up now. I wake up every morning, go on Google, and just search real estate. And there's a filter. There's a filter, guys, on Google that you can switch the time frame to this week, 24 hours this month. So I'll switch that filter to this week real estate, and I'm always just staying up to date with things.
Real estate, everything.
But when it came to the taking action, I found out, what do you have to do? So first it was, let me spend a day with this guy. Do I like the lifestyle? Yes, I do. Next step, okay, how do I become this? What do I have to do?
And did you have a full-time job, right?
During the time, yes, I had a full-time job.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a full-time job while doing all of this stuff. And then I was fortunate enough to be able to have a schedule that accommodated the classes to get my real estate license.
There you go.
And did the class, so that, did the class. I'm not a big person when it comes to, I'm not big on like studying and stuff like that. Things just don't stick with me. But with this, I just knew this is just a phase. This is just a pothole in the road towards what I want to do. Just let me get through this and let's get to work. I got the license, and it wasn't easy, guys. I took that test 3 times, guys.
Yeah,
there's 2 parts to it, guys.
Yeah.
There's 2 parts.
How many times, Louis?
3. 3 times, guys. I took it 3 times. And it wasn't like I took it this week, next week, and then the third. No, I took it 1 week.
Every year.
2 weeks. I took it once, right? I took it once, and then I took it like 2 weeks later.
He definitely won.
Right? And then I got really discouraged. I think I spent like 4 months away because you have a year to retake it again. I waited like 4 months, just super discouraged. But that bug of real estate never left me. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna do this right now. I locked myself in a room for like 3 days straight. Then I talked to nobody. Study that thing.
3 days?
Page after
Wow.
page. I'm not a big studier, man. So I had to really
You memorized the
dedicate
book.
myself.
That's what you
That's
did,
what I
huh?
had to do. I had to read it.
You
page
memorized
by
the
page.
book.
But it's because I really wanted it, guys. It's because I really wanted it. And then, lo and behold, as soon as I finished taking that test, that lady said, who came out and greeted me, she said, wow, you know you passed this test. Yo, so I know I got like 110.
She said
on
it
that
just
test.
like that.
She said it just like that. She said, wow, you know you passed this test. I was like, that's work,
You,
damn it.
you didn't take the book with you. inside.
Right. Now imagine if I could.
It
They're
was all on
watching.
his
mem-
Apple Watch.
It was all on
Oh,
that watch.
no wonder why I failed
Oh,
twice
watch,
already,
watch,
man.
man.
So you took
Jeez.
action that way, right, Louis?
I
So,
took action
so the
that way.
importance of just you were tired of your 9 to 5, right?
I
you
was
were
tired.
You was tired of the fact that, you know what, this is not really for me, right? This is not. I don't see myself doing that, and that's important for you guys to understand that sometimes you have, like I said earlier, that epiphany when you're just tired of the bullshit. You're like, you know what, fuck this.
Yeah.
I want to do something else, man. I want to see myself living differently, right?
Yes.
Like, especially nowadays with social media. I mean, everybody has a Lamborghini, right?
Everybody.
It makes you
lives-
feel
And one of the
like-
things that
makes
I
you
like
feel
that he
way.
said too is that it's not bad to have a 9 to 5, but also you don't want to stay there forever. Do you know what I mean?
But we live now in an era that the 9 to 5s could be your business 9 to 5.
True.
Right? Let's
That is
man,
100%,
and if I say this wrong, I'm so sorry. But
How can you say it wrong, man?
someone said, and I remember saying it somewhere, and I think it's even in a movie. I just something about
You got this, Flo.
If you do not work for if you're not building your dream, you're helping someone else build it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So if you're not working
I've heard it.
towards your own personal goal, you're making someone else's goals come reality.
Yeah.
So that's always stuck with me because
Dr.
it's like
Seuss, 1984.
Dr. Seuss.
That first.
So, but I mean, Louis, into your thing right now, right? You do real estate right now, so that's a plus, guys.
Yes.
So if you ever have any kind of real estate
You
question,
want to buy a
talk
house
to-
in Rhode Island? Let me know, guys.
Oh,
I
my
also
goodness.
wonder-
Or even if they have questions, they could always
No, just
pl-
buying.
just
I'm not
buying.
answering questions. I'm joking. Nah, you can definitely call me. That's what I'd love to do, guys. Just let me know.
So and we have the Gmail for that, right?
Yes, we do. The Gmail, guys, go ahead and follow us. It is playbookforlife@gmail.com. That's one way to reach us. If you have any questions, if you have any feedback that you also want to share,
Topics.
any topic that you also want us to develop, feel free to do it. We're also on Instagram as well.
Good shit, good shit.
There's a lot of other platform.
And we'll get to that towards
yeah,
the end.
absolutely.
We'll get to that towards the end. But Louis, to your point, right? Where I was going, was that you decided, like, you know what? I'm tired. I need to do something else, right? So that's called action, right? You took the action
So
to
the question,
do that.
so the question now too, it would be, what happened to the 9 to 5? What happened to the 9 to 5 that you had, and how did it feel for you? Like, hey, you know what? I'm actually quitting the 9 to 5.
I'll be honest with you, man. When I quit that 9 to 5, I want to say a smart person wouldn't have quit as fast as I did.
Yeah.
So you're not smart.
I'm not smart. I just really want to get out because the faster I can be doing what I really enjoy doing, I want to say now, things don't have to necessarily be in order for you to be happy, but that was my mindset during that time. As soon as I get out of here, I'll be happier. I'll be a happier person. And to me, that's what my life is all about, is I want to try to have as much fun as I possibly can, because life is short, man. Life is short.
I mean, like I said, man, like I said, guys.
What do you think about that, Wellington? What do you think about that?
That life is short? Definitely, man.
No, the whole part before that.
The whole part of you being
Y'all see them writing notes and shit?
He's like, "So
You don't
I'm
know
writing
nothing.
something.
Go live on
I'm-
Instagram. That's what he wrote to him. Yeah, he put boxes and shit too. Yes,
Kisses.
no, maybe.
No, I put kisses and shit like that. He's an asshole. But no. Listen, Louis. like I said, right? The topic is today, so you guys that are our listeners and our viewers understand that, you guys have something. You guys have something that we could definitely bring to the table, right? And just take action. Just decide to do it.
Just do it like we're doing it right now.
Just do it. As you guys can see,
Just do it like we're doing it right now.
This is a live feed of what it is.
Right.
I'll go live and just see what's really going on. And
I also would
some of
like
the
to
guys
hear
are
some
there.
people share some of the things that they've done to create that change in their life. You know what I mean? Again, people, please don't feel like you have to make this, Bible of massive action in order for you to feel significant. It's not that way. You could do something small as instead of waking up at 6 a.m., I'm gonna wake up at 5 a.m.
That's right.
It doesn't
can do
have
that.
to be, and then just create that habit. We're human. I'm a human myself, and there's a lot of things that I want to change, and sometimes just creating those little habit by taking those small steps, little action, will get you to that level. I also want to hear some people share some of the things that they've done.
Yeah, like I said,
LeBron James. How did he get
man.
to being LeBron James? What kind of level of action
Practice.
LeBron James compared to
a regular person,
a regular person,
right? You know what I mean?
mean?
So this is it's a very important topic for me personally, just because, like I mentioned earlier, action is everything. Let's not go into this particular. Let's say this here.
Yeah.
This podcast, Louis. Last week you mentioned I called you in December and you was like, call me when it's done.
Yes, that is very
and,
true. That is
and I
very
took
true.
action.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you break that?
I just broke that.
He broke a pen.
Are you serious right now, bro?
Those nerves
How do
be
you
kicking
break-
in. Man.
I know, yeah.
Nerves,
the cigarettes.
man.
Seriously, dude. Seriously.
It's the cigarettes.
And no coffee, guys. But let's be serious. No coffee
Oh
today.
my
Sully.
goodness, I know, right? Yeah, can we please call someone to bring us coffee?
For real. For
But no,
real.
seriously, man. Louis, if you want to go ahead and kind of recap this so our audience know.
Yeah, so we can definitely do that. So, recapping on what we spoke about today, taking action. Pretty much, Gaudis, he set it off by taking action. He needed $300 in order to make his life better in value. He wanted to
Yes.
go learn some more information.
3-day
And he
weekend.
took advantage by making phone calls to everyone in his phone book or everyone who he thought might want to lend a helping hand, and he got it done. He turned a dream into a reality by calling and taking action. Wellington, they had the party on the first floor. They wanted it in the basement. What he do? ¿Dónde está la juca? Boom! They got it. They set it up in the basement,
llegaron.
and now
But the
everyone's
idea
down.
just,
It
Llegaron,
just
llegaron.
came to him. Then what followed after that were conversations that he decided not to have wouldn't have led to anything. So it all goes into taking action. What happened? He spoke his idea. Someone just happened to be a business owner, have some money, called him out the next day. Such and such, yada yada. Now they have a store. And it was because he took action by
Yes.
voicing an opinion.
Correct.
And that's what we have, guys, our opinions and ideas. And if we keep them inside of us, they go into the cemetery, man. And then,
And you know what?
go.
In addition to that,
In addition to the recap,
don't plan forever.
don't plan forever.
Don't plan forever.
Just start, man. And
Just
then
start doing it.
So those were some ideas, and then for me, I got sick of something. I did not give up. I did not turn negative. I gave up on the idea of a 9-to-5 and started taking action right away. How can I get out of here? You have a problem, find a solution.
Yes. So the real question now is, we turn it back to you. How can you take action now on
Right.
something that you want to change, something that you want to improve? Also, reassess the action that you've been taking all along, and congratulate yourself for the actions you've been taking. That's another thing. A lot of people take action, but they don't realize that, hey, let me take a moment and actually thank myself for the amount of action that I've taken to get
Yep.
myself from where I was to where
No,
I
of
am
course.
now.
Yep.
And then what's next? What's the next level?
And that's the important part, because once again, meaning that you have an idea, that's just not it.
Yeah, no, it's
Right?
not.
Like everybody has, I have this great idea. Now you have to execute.
Yeah.
Right? Because part of the
Qualify that
action
idea by taking
is
action.
executing.
Yeah.
Right? Because now it's like, I have this idea, great, but how can I make this happen?
Right.
Simple. Sit down. Write some stuff
You ever
down.
had an idea like that? Because I have many ideas when I thought, like,
just the fact that I sat down and I said, you know what? I believe myself and you guys.
No, I'm saying like an idea where you didn't take action because
an
idea
yeah,
that
it's
you
happened.
had and you didn't take action because you didn't take action, it didn't happen.
I've had many of those. Just a quick like breakthrough, or I might be just thinking of something and it happens, or maybe I'm looking at something. I'm like, oh man, that'll be a good idea. Let me kind of write. I forget to write it down.
Yeah.
I call someone. I might call the wrong person. That's not gonna work.
And that's it.
That's not gonna work out for you. You're crazy. And then boom, there goes the idea. Like, you know what I mean?
Down.
So, I mean, like I said, you guys out there, you guys have great ideas. You guys have great things happening for you guys. Just take the moment, write it down. Just find the right people to make it happen.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Just look at things, right?
If
I mean,
you don't find the right people, get the wrong people to get you to the right people.
True. You know what I mean?
Leverage your relationships.
That's key, man. Leverage, right? We
Yeah.
always talk
Leverage
about
your relationship.
leverage and stuff like that. You know
Man,
what I mean?
I'm excited, man. I'm really excited. So excited.
Now let's talk about a little bit about next week's episode. Now, next week's episode, it's gonna be interesting, okay? Because what we're gonna be discussing is, like, it's more of a question, like, are we overdosing on social media? Like, is social media kind of taking over our space? I'll give you a quick tidbit on that, and it's gonna be discussed next week, guys. So just a quick 1 minute each, and I know cousins that live on the same street. They text each other daily, but don't see each other.
No, I can't believe that.
I'm telling you right
No,
now.
no. There's no way.
That's insane. You know what? I mean, are you kidding me? Just because they
No,
feel,
who do you really blame here? Like, who
know?
do you really blame for something like this? Is it a 50-50 blame? Is it 100% individually blame? That's crazy, though. That's crazy.
And to answer that question really quick, and then I want you guys to kind of give a minute of it.
Mm-hmm.
I actually blame the individual because there is no need if you're my
Let's
neighbor.
save it for next week.
No, but I'm just
I
saying.
feel
But
like
if
this will
you're
be good stuff for next week.
All
Unless
right.
that's a good one for next
Right.
week.
all right, yeah.
Hey,
So
hold on, leave a cliffhanger.
Yeah,
Repeat
that's
that
it.
one more time.
Huh?
You believe it's whose fault? The individuals.
the individual's fault.
Ooh, it's your fault. Your fault.
No, it's actually your fault.
It's no,
And your
I
fault.
I believe it's your fault, guys. But
Yeah.
that's something that we're gonna discuss next week, guys. So once again, I'll give it to my man Cowdy. He's meant to hand us out, man.
Oh, guys, we are so excited again. One more time, this is our second episode, Playbook for Life. In case you're wondering where to find us, I already said it earlier. One more time again, it's going to be our Gmail, playbookforlive@gmail.com. And remember, FOUR, playbookforlive@gmail.com. We're also on Instagram. If you want to follow us on Instagram, we really encourage you to do that. Not only because you're going to get a lot of great content, also it's going to support us in a way, and it's going to be a mutually beneficial relationship.
Support
Absolutely.
us. So
Yes.
So all 9 to 5s out the window, and we can just do podcasts all day.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
iTunes.
We're also on iTunes.
Ooh,
We're also on iTunes, Spotify,
guys. It's real.
SoundCloud.
We're on
know?
iTunes. You know how
Google Play.
crazy that is to
You
people
know?
who just had this in their head. He had it in his head. He called us.
Now it's
Now
live.
we're on iTunes.
So, and keep up. Like I said, guys, some early in the next coming up days, we're gonna have a nice contest to get some gear.
Yes.
And
thank you to our
support.
listeners.
And our listeners, of course. And
Thank
even,
you so much.
You know, we're really starting something here special. Keep supporting, keep following, keep subscribing, man. Keep subscribing.
Keep subscribing.
And when you get a chance to watch this video, hey, you know what? We also want to know your feedback and comment in terms of our topic.
Drop a comment below.
Leave the comment below. You know.
And if you want to be a guest, let us know. Let us know what we could do.
Exactly.
You know?
Let us know.
So
Guys, signing out.
signing out, man. This
Wait.
is
This is it.
Looney.
I'm good, man. I'm good for today.
Bye.
Bye.